guest's 500,000 Instagram followers, or you may subscribe to her hugely successful app Hippie Lane, or you may have recently purchased her best-selling cookbook. If you haven't already guessed who I'm talking about, it's Australia's whole food queen, Talene Gabriel. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So good to have you. Now, I know that you eat a lot of gluten-free food, so I can't wait to see what you're making today. I'm seeing a lot of Middle Eastern flavours on there.
Yep, we are. That's my background. I'm Armenian, for those who don't know me. So I've grown up on Middle Eastern food. And this one's a Middle Eastern bulgur salad. But instead of the bulgur, which is gluten, it's quinoa that we use. And it's a beautiful gluten-free grain that I find is so versatile in getting my recipes up to scratch.
Fantastic. Where do we start?
So I just cut up some onions to begin with. I've got one onion here, and I just diced it up really finely.
Whilst you're doing that, do you want me to chop up these tomatoes?
Yes, please. And you need to just dice those up.
So I don't need to be too careful
Not
here,
too
just
careful,
roughly
just
chopped?
roughly chopped.
So is this something you grew up on, Talene?
Yeah, look, I was really lucky that I grew up in a household of food lovers. You know, I'm sure you know, being Greek background,
Yes.
that food's everything.
It's all about food.
Yeah.
So how long have you actually been eating gluten-free for?
I would say about 10 years.
And what made you eliminate gluten from your diet?
So it was about 10 years ago that I was told that, you know, something might be up because I was trying to fall pregnant and it just wasn't happening.
That's how I discovered I was gluten intolerant. I couldn't fall pregnant. There you go. We have that in common.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from a lot of women actually. And I was in my prime age, you know, I was in my 20s, I'm fit and healthy, and I just didn't know why. So I went to doctors, tried to work out what it was, and we uncovered that actually I had an intolerance to not only gluten but also egg and dairy and some other everyday ingredients. Okay, Helen, you can add the tomatoes now.
Here we go. There's a lot of tomato here.
Yep.
So it's got to add a lot of flavour to our
A lot
salad.
of flavour, absolutely.
So how long do we need to saute that for, Talene?
It's all in all a 10-minute process. I just want to see that the tomatoes have gotten juicy and that they're sort of broken down.
Yep.
So what I might do is lower the temperature and put a lid on it so it becomes saucy.
Okay, while we're doing that, I might bash out these pomegranate seeds.
Okay, so what I've done is I've just sauteed the onion with the tomato.
Oh, that smells great.
Yeah, and it's very simple at this stage. I've just let it cook further just to get the juices going. Once I've done that, I add the quinoa.
Yeah.
And this is just rinsed. You always have to rinse your quinoa.
Yeah, otherwise it's got that bit of flavour, doesn't it? It's a really important
It's actually
step.
not good for you. There's
Yeah.
It's quite toxic if you keep that dust in. Now you could use water or stock. Sometimes I use stock. That could be veggie stock or chicken stock.
Yeah.
In this case, I'm using water.
Yeah, so it's still, you still get great flavour out of it, even with water.
Yep, absolutely. So it's up to you what you've got on hand. It's always about 1.5 to 2 cups of water to your quinoa. So on top of that, I like to add some spices. I've kept it quite minimal today, but there's always a pinch of salt going on with me. I think that you can go too heavy on salt, but you just have to find the right amount.
It brings out all the other flavours, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and it's about the quality of the salt as well. That's really important. And we've got cracked pepper going in as well.
Are we adding this spice?
Yeah.
Is this paprika?
It's paprika. I use paprika in so many dishes.
It's really popular in Middle Eastern dishes.
Very much, yeah, it is. I often use paprika and cumin pretty much in every dish.
And does this lemon juice go in now, or does it say that
not.
at the end?
What we're doing is we're just going to stir through those spices.
Okay.
And once it's boiling, which it is, we just pop on the lid. And we simmer.
Okay, maybe we can get on to chopping up our herbs.
So the last bit is to just add some lemon to it, and this really gives it that proper flavour that we want. We make sure that we cool it down so that when we do put it in the lettuce leaves, that the lettuce doesn't wilt and that we've still got a nice crunch.
So it's a nice, refreshing lunch. This is like a great dish for summer, yeah.
It's great for entertaining, if you've got people coming over. It's very easy to make, very quick, but it really packs a punch in flavour. So I'll bring it over here. If you want, you can grab a spoon.
So
and
we just a little bit in each lettuce cut?
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. We spoon in, and then we've got the garnishes that we cut up before. So we've got some spring onion, some parsley, and we top it off with the beautiful pomegranate.
Okay, Tolene, let's get stuck into these. I can't wait to try this. So just wrap it like that.
Yep.
Let's go.
Make a mess of yourself, it's all good.
Messy is delicious, it's good. That quinoa is so light and fluffy, and you get those little bursts of juice from the pomegranate and the acidity from the tomato. It's just beautifully balanced. I'd love this for a summer lunch.
Oh, it's so good. It's great for entertaining, something that everybody can have and everyone loves. Recipes on the Hippie Lane app, and I'm so happy that you loved it.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your gluten-free creation with us.
You're welcome.
Hippie Lane, check it out.
Thank you.